Yo, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I have my Gold Paladin deck review, and yeah, let's get right into it. So yeah, this is definitely an EZEL build. There are a bunch of things in this deck that I still would like to edit, but the problem is I don't have the copies of cards for them. For example, I would get rid of 2 of the Sagramore and add 2 more Garmore, and then probably add a couple Pelinors, or 1 or 2. I don't have those, so that's why it's set up this way. Also, I might have added 1 more Vivian or Lopier. That's kind of like, I don't know yet. I have this, which I don't see very often in most decks. But it's basically, I'm testing it out. I haven't seen super high numbers with this. So basically, if you don't want to use this, I recommend probably either more self-damagers or maybe, what was the one? The 6K that so when you call it from the deck, you get, it's a Soul Blast 1, draw a card. I actually removed all those. I used to run 2, and now instead I'm using this. And the reason is I'm using 1, and the reason is there's no Soul Blast in this deck, so I just use this one, get a free card, and I get to use it basically no matter what, as long as I'm at a grade 3. And yeah, there are a couple things I might change in this. This isn't like my deck no matter what, but yeah, we're gonna stick with this. This is what we're gonna be using today, and let's get right into it. So with this deck, my first tournament I ever entered with it, I got top 8, which isn't bad. It was a 32 player tournament, I think. So not bad, not bad. Ooh. We might have a Narukami game, which I can't remember the last time I won against Narukami, so this is the time right here. Okay, so Lopier obviously back to the deck. We got him, and we'll keep a Bowman. Why not? We'll keep the 2 Bowman. Okay, really. Needed a grade 1 from that draw. I didn't check if we were first or second. Hopefully we're second, actually. Okay, we're first. Give me... Okay, we gotta ride the self-damager, which is kind of but no big deal. Hopefully we pull a, the 8K, so we can do the superior ride, but it's barely have any chance of doing it. By the way, I didn't say anything about the triggers. So we are running 9 crits, 4 heals. The reason is because you need to push damage as fast as humanly possible. And basically, draws aren't hugely needed because of EZEL and like all the other cards that call units, which it's like half the deck over here calling units. Alright, so he had to ride a self-damager as well. Okay. What is this? Tired. This unit gets 3K. Okay. Not a great card for this deck, but not a bad one. Alright. Started with the Bowman in the damage zone. Come on, give me the 8K. EZEL. Alright, well, our hand's kind of flooded with grade 2s, right? I mean, grade 3s right now, but... Alright. I'm going to use the grade 2s now before he gets Vermilion and all that, so... Gonna go in with it now. As long as he... Yep, didn't pull a trigger, so I'll get a second attack through here. The one thing about pushing against, obviously, a deck like this is that he'll hit Limit Break faster, but that's why I'm going to use my grade 2s now to try to stop damage. But at the same time, with Limit Break decks, it's so hard to choose really what you want to do, because right now, by me doing this, I'm giving him more damage, so he gets his Limit Break faster, and by me defending more attacks, that means my Limit Break isn't going to be coming too quickly. So, we will see. We will see, definitely. Alright. Make sure we're recording. If I wasn't recording, I'd be pretty upset. If I can win this game, it really shows that this deck is good, because Narukami is really the kryptonite to this deck, to a point. But at the same time, they work pretty well against each other. Oh my gosh, we're going to do heals. I have a bad history with heals, if you guys didn't know. Most of you should know. Basically, every time I go against MLB, they always pull 3 to 4 heals. We're talking... I'm over here playing against EZEL, and the guy I'm going against pulls 4 heals. Just hopefully it doesn't turn out to be that. Well, it looks like I'm not pulling any heals because I got freaking 2 in my hand. Hand not looking too good. I probably should call this EZEL, make it... I seriously don't want to do that, but whatever. Basically, I'm doing that so I get a guaranteed Vanguard attack. Knowing my luck, I don't pull triggers half the time. Which is really with everyone, but I'm just saying that I want to make sure that that won't have anything to do with anything. Alright, doesn't matter. It's kind of a waste. That is 2 PGs in the damage zone. Pull me a crit. Come on. Alright, 4. Oh, at the same time, now he gets Limit Break, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Actually fine with him doing Limit Break. Get rid of these shitty-ass grade 3s. See if he even has Vermilion in his deck. I haven't seen any, so I'm assuming he has one cooped up in his deck. I mean, his hand somewhere. If I said deck, I meant hand. Yep, there it is, Vermilion. Rising Phoenix. Alright, 14k, 9k. This one, I had no idea even existed until a little bit ago, like 3 days ago. It's a very nice card. Like, it's used in like every Narukami deck because you could set it up with like 7Ks and hit 11Ks even when you pull a trigger or 2 regular damage. Okay, obviously there's Vermilion attack on the whole front row. He didn't pull a trigger, so that means his second attack won't do anything. Unless this has like a power skill. Nope, just loses intercepts. If he hits me here, I get limit break. If not, I have this to give me limit break. So he probably thinks it's a PG, so. Come on. Don't hit me. Easy money. That helps me out a lot. I'm going to get limit break either way, so. Dude, could we stop it with the frickin' triggers? I pulled frickin' 5 off the top of my deck. I would love to get the Soul Blast to draw a card. That ain't it. Oh my. Come on, give me Domain or... Okay, you know what? That works. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to use it again because... I want to use it again because I need to pull that card that draws. He has 3 cards in hand, 2 of those. Alright, you know what, screw him. And we didn't pull it. Right. I gotta hit with the Vanguard first. I actually might hit the rear no matter what. Alright, well, if he doesn't have any PGs, which is very possible considering 2 are in his damage zone, I win. Ooh. 1. Come on, please, don't do this to me. First game W. Those PGs in the damage zone really saved me. Alright, I'll take it. I mean, it's not the greatest win ever. I didn't even hit any PGs. Just remember, I didn't have any PGs either, so I just hit at the perfect time. Alright. First game win. I'll take that. Alright. With every game, it's just... There's always the pros and cons. Not having PGs, never hitting triggers, drawing all your triggers. I got no PGs and didn't draw... And I drew 2 triggers as actual triggers. Like, use the trigger effect. I topped, like, 5 of them to draw. So... Alright, second game. And, okay. We gotta go against Royals, which... Great. Your Chronicle waiting room. You're gonna be waiting for a while, champ. Oh my, here comes the Majesty! This is the true test! Screw it. Just... I'm gonna get a handful of Great 3s if I do this! I actually might ride Disciple of Pain. Just in case if I draw a Bowmane. Definitely if I draw one main, I'll do it. Okay, we're getting second turn too. I'm not gonna hit him, so... I mean, I think Disciple of Pain might be the best ride right now. We'll see. You ride Marin. Typical. Just need to check if my... Okay, good. I didn't even check if my mic was actually on or, like, working at all. Jesus, could we not? The one thing about riding Disciple of Pain is I'm losing a self-damager, and it's a 6k, so it's gonna... He could screw me up. But I'm definitely not giving him the Wingull Brave effect. They really need to make this a Counter Blast 2. I don't care about that it can grab any blaster. They need to just make it a Counter Blast 2, so then I can at least hit. Blaster Blade, there you go. That either means he has multiple Blaster Blades, which is typical. It's very, like, it happens almost every game because of Gancelot, and just generally, Blaster Blades just pop up over everywhere. That made no sense, but we're gonna go with it. Alright, he got a draw trigger, which is terrible for me. Alright, he hit me. And self-damager, it's fine. Thing is, you don't want to hit triggers on your first damage, or damage when they have, what is it called? Dude, could we not? Oh my gosh, dude. Screw me. If I ride him... Okay, I should... Should I even hit again? Should I just not damage him again? Either that or push. Okay, I'm gonna ride him. Alright. That's what I'm gonna go with. And the reason I'm going with this is because this doesn't matter. I need to hit him, or I'm gonna get screwed. If he hits another one. Thank you. Alright, apologies about that. So we got it without even using the skill. That's just amazing. How do you get that lucky, please? And the thing is, the reason why I'm saying that is because it happens so often where Wingo Brave isn't even necessary because they always have it in their hand. Yeah, no way I'm not taking an L here. Terrible hand. Terrible hand. He got lucky and terrible hand. I'm gonna keep it in the video though. I'm real. I'm not gonna go and throw. I'm not gonna go and edit unless I take complete L's all around. I am not editing crap out because I want to see. I want everyone to see Majesty in its glory. Bullshit glory. Bullshit. Actually, this kind of helps me. If I can draw a PG, that helps me. Oh my gosh, because then I can survive another turn. I think I need more cards that draw cards or add draw triggers to this because if I don't start with a PG, then I get screwed no matter what. Alright, Bowmane. Now, here's the thing. Bowmanes are great against this deck because 9Ks or Blessers are 9Ks, but he has back rows on both sides. Call another Bowmane or call another Bowmane. Grade 1s are more likely because I haven't pulled many of them. And one more. Apparently having one copy of something makes it rare. I didn't know that. Damn. Alright. I mean, I could legitimately win this right here if he doesn't pull it. What am I supposed to do? Help me. Hey, double crit. Perfect. And if I get a crit here and he... Okay, never mind. Alright. Heals to 0. That's the new hashtag. Freaking Zazen's already gone, so now heals to 0 and 0. How about this? Ganslot gets banned. Easy. Makes MLB terrible. Not terrible, but it makes it so it's not freaking consistently healing against me every freaking game no matter what. And we're talking we're talking like 2 or 3. If it was 1, who gives a shit? But we're over here getting healed every time. And Blaster Blade. Okay, yeah. If he moved him up, I would have lost. If he moved K up, I would have lost. He could have hit. And here's the thing with this deck that kind of irks me, is they almost always have an Assault in their hand. So I'm basically have lost even if I touch a crit. Basically what I need to do is hit the rear, hit his Vanguard, and then EZEL hits him again. This is a complaining video. Full handful of grade 3s, no PGs, and MLB taking my head off. Alright, we're gonna actually try to win this though. We'll see. Almost no way of me winning this though. Oh yeah, why am I doing that? That would have been stupid. Another one of these suckers. I mean, I have to hit a crit for this to work, and then him to not have an Assault, which He doesn't even have... He has 3 triggers in his damage zone. Yeah, he has 3 assaults in his hand, I bet. Doesn't matter. This is what you call demolition, annihilation, and me getting my ass whooped. MLB removed 2020. Easy. I've never played against Misaki with this deck. Meaning, or I've never played against Oracle with this deck. This is going to be interesting. What will you use? Koko, Tsukiyomi, or an Amaterasu? Most likely a Tsukiyomi. Disciple of Pain. I'm just going to chuck these. I pull so many damn... If I get grade stuck... Wait, no, it's impossible for me to get grade stuck. Never mind. That's why maybe the plan, even with EZEL, is to just chuck all my grade 3s in my deck. Because I just top them every time. I'm going to keep the Disciples. Try to hit EZEL's limit break even quicker. And then get a front row of grade 2s. And then stop him from tomming me. Gotta remember, you gotta play OTT completely different compared to any other deck. Because Silent Tom just screws you. PGs don't work. And what is with me never topping a PG? Like, this time I'm fine with it because PGs are basically useless. But, what is with me never topping a PG? From, the first 7 draws? I gotta check. Do I even have 4 PGs? At this point, I don't know. Pretty damn certain I do, but... Jesus Christ. I mean, I could self-damage 3 just to use his skill once. Nope. This works out good because it's a 7K. If it was an 8K, I would have had to call 2 of these Sagramors. Alright. Now I have the chance to either crit him out or hit a heal trigger, which both would be useful. Yep, there we go. Give me another crit. You know, spoil me. Nah. Alright, got him 3 as long as he doesn't heal, which is very possible. Alright, no triggers. I'll take it. I'll take it. He's gonna late game heal a lot, I bet. By the way, if I look down, I'm looking at my phone to see if my cameras go off because I'm waiting for cards, which I'm streaming after this. This will be up. This video will be up after the opening, the next day probably, or the day after. But yeah. Alright. Okay, champ, we get it. You have grade 2s. I'm cool with this. This will get me a 3 of 3 unflipped damages to use with EZEL's skill. Alright. I'm realizing now that the 9K countercharger, I crafted 2 of them, which pisses me off now. The grade 2 countercharger is not that useful in this deck. It's not. You almost never have the chance to use them. By the time that you're using them, the game's already over. For the majority of the time. Alright. Our hand's actually good this time, which I'm very happy about. Alright, we're gonna call Disciple. We'll use this one later. Alright. Ooh. Just in case, I'll do it for PGs. Screw it. I didn't pull any grade 2s, so... use that grade 1. That grade 1 I almost never get because I only have 1 cop. I'm not going to complain. I have 2 grade 2s in my hand, so no matter what, I'll get that front row. As long... I will be actually pissed. If I don't get it in this limit break, I'm going to be... Well, that's where my PGs always end up. Is in the freaking... the top 4 cards when I go and use EZEL's skill. I don't think Tsukiyomi really stands that much of a chance. I don't know. Kind of thinking, get rid of this and hit with the counter charger to use this. Screw it. Actually was the right move. The chance of that was actually like, people would say that's the wrong move, considering I could have easily hit a crit. But I want to give him the 4. Because he has no limit breaks, so that's another thing. 4 doesn't hurt me. But I want to give him the 4 because then next turn I can get rid of 2 PGs if he doesn't call any grade 2s. Gotta think of every situation when going against this deck. Most decks, but this deck especially. Got a freaking Alice, didn't get that. Easy money. If I lose now, then I'm gonna get so much clowning by everyone. This is not good. This is like happy moments, and at the same time, I'm scared. Alright, see what he does. See what he does. Ooh, he has to hit here. Okay. Okay, I see him. I see you. He's putting triggers back to the bottom. He won't hit them anyway. Wait, jeez, I could actually... Okay, I can get rid of 1 PG. Wait, that means... These are probably all PGs. Wait, no, one of them isn't. The rest of them are PGs. So there's 2 PGs. Quick maths. Okay, 1, 2. Minimum. There could be a 3rd. He could have just drawn it. He doesn't even hit my Vanguard. Okay. He can't. Just never a PG. One thing about the self-damagers, they're so good because you can heal so many damage by using its skill. So, now, I literally just said that I never use the counter chargers. We're going against a slow deck. The reason I said that is because the most of the decks that they use these days, people use these days, is fast decks. You almost never get to use it. This is a very slow deck, so I'm able to actually use my counter chargers. But the fact that the meta is all like decks that you're trying to finish them in the first freaking 4 turns, I think that counter chargers really aren't that useful anymore. Shit, that was a mistake. If I had a heal now, I'm not paying attention, I'm too busy talking. Whatever. My original plan, before I started talking and forgot about it, it was to hit with the Vanguard first, hope to get a heal. And then, what is it called? If I got a trigger, obviously give it to my rear guard. If I didn't, then I would, and he got a trigger, I would hit his rear guard, and then he would have barely had anything for offense. Which right now he actually barely has anything for offense, by the looks of it. He has to call 2 cards from his hand, which, okay, that confirms that he only has 2 PGs, or more, or less, so. Just can't get tomed. And honestly, 1 could be a PG, 1 could be a tom, easily. Alright, now he has to get me to 4. Ah, dude, I don't have any PGs, dude, and no grade 2s. So I have to hit a grade 2 on both of my limit breaks, unless I draw it. Oh my. Probably a PG, to be honest. Oh my. He's definitely got a handful of PGs at this point. Oh, oops. Alright. Oh, he's used 2. Okay, so he can only have 2, I guess. Really didn't look at that. That's a tool that should have used a lot. Yeah. Okay, we topped the bow main. Alright, sick. Vivian. Now the question here is, oh, that's okay. No, that won't work. Another boom in. Alright, sweet. Sick amends, eh? By the way, the reason I did that is I was hoping to pull a trigger, then give the power to this Mark, and then if he didn't have an PG, then Vivian's skill would have... Never mind. Didn't work anyway. Alright. Well, my strategies are obviously not working too well today, but who gives a shit? I'm still gonna win. Jeez, he's barely hit any triggers. They're all about to hit me. Not a grade 2. Sick. Alright. How many PGs have I got? Okay, I need to get rid of one more. Sweet. He's about to hit a handful of triggers. Probably a trigger right there. Probably another trigger, to be honest. I have to hit him multiple. I need to make sure I can hit him for 6 twice. Meaning if he pulls a heal. I hope he doesn't have another PG or I might get screwed over here. Okay. Need a grade 2 here. Just for defense for next turn. Alright. By the way, I did just realize that I should have used him when last turn when attacking. The reason why it really just didn't come to me was because I almost never used the card. But that's why. I'm not perfect with this deck yet. Not perfect. I'll almost never be perfect with the deck, but I'm not at the point where I want to be with the deck yet, but I'm almost there. Alright. So we're gonna hit him and then him. Either way it works out. If he gets a heal, I'll get another attack with the chance of a crit. Alright. Alright, you know what? 2 out of 3. Alright, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. Alright. That's basically it, guys. That was actually, I'd say I did pretty well. Not including that a couple of my ideas really wouldn't have worked either way. But I basically, if I said something, had an idea, and I didn't do it right, I basically explained why it wouldn't have worked anyway. So hopefully this was a little bit educational to a point. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you guys later, and goodbye.